Body shot. Ooh, that hurt, didn't it?
When the adrenaline starts pumping and you know what you can do with this right hand, it's hard to not do that.
Here are your hosts, Derick G and AJ.
What's going on, folks? Derick G here. I am your host, and checking in with me is my co-host, the New Mexico native, Santa Fe bomber himself, AJ, brother. Hey, man, we got to give you guys a heads up. We recorded a whole hour and a half podcast like we do every single week. You know what I'm saying? Breaking down the fights, breaking down all of the over and unders, the money lines. But hey, man, the video got lost in the sauce this week. So instead of leaving you with nothing, one thing that we had to do is just real quickly break down our picks for this week, the money lines, the wagers, and a couple of sleepers. So AJ, man, let's start off with the sleeper. First one, let's rock with it, man. Cody Durden versus Aoriqileng. This is a flyweight men's contest, man. Real quickly, a sentence or two. Tell the people what you like about it.
Man, I like this fight, man, because this sleeper right here, Aoriqileng versus Cody Durden, are two pressure machines whose natural tendency is to move forward, swing for the fences. Both these dudes are very well-rounded. Dogs in the fight. This one's going to be a fun one, man. They're very good on the ground, so we might see a wrestling match, but fire might fight fire on this one, and we are in the war for the scrap. Yeah, this fight's going to be a lot of fun. You better tune in. What's your sleeper, Derick?
All right, brother. So that is going to be a banger. You always want to watch the Mongolian murder. I'm rocking with Terrance McKinney versus Fares Ziam over here in the lightweight division, man. So they got the smile killer in Ziam versus T-Rex and McKinney. This is a dude who, in McKinney, has 2 knockouts in the span of 8 days in his last fights. His 1-2 is ridiculous. He's known for getting the knockout win, then blowing out his knee after over there, then interviewing with Joe Rogan. It's beautiful. But for Ziam, the man is truly the full package, man. Long frame, all the good stuff, and hey, at the end of the day, man, I think he's gonna have a very bright future in the UFC. So listen, tune in for this fight. Big sleeper. But listen, man, we just wanted to drop those for you and talk about some picks here. Like I said, video got lost in the sauce, so we wanted to make sure that we left you with something. We don't want to leave you empty-handed. In the bantamweight division, Davey Grant versus Adrian Yanez. AJ, we don't even need to break it down. Just give me your pick, a quick 1-2 on why you picking that way, and all that good stuff. So who do you like in this one?
I'm rocking with the dangerous Davey Grant in this one, Derick. I'm going KO round 2. Homeboy is awkward. He has that weird kind of style, very well-rounded. Don't get me wrong, though. Yanez is a dog in this fight as well. I think we're in war for the scrap right here. Going to be real fun. I think just Davey Grant is a little more well-rounded, has that awkward style where you're not really seeing punches coming. I'm rocking Davey Grant, KO round 2. What about you?
Right on, man. I'm rocking with Adrian Yanez in this one, man. He's 4-0 in the UFC so far. He's been on a massive run, knocking these dudes out left and right. And what's beautiful about it is that I think he can exploit that loopy, awkward style of Davey Grant with straight punches down the middle. And he's just gonna have to worry about that takedown, man. Can he keep the fight on the ground, on the feet, and off the ground? If he can stay off of his back, I think he wins the fight. And I think that he can get a knockout win in the 3rd round, man. I think he can get a nice little something, one hitter quitter. He's been doing it in all the other fights, so you got to keep rocking with that good stuff, man. Davey Grant is a plus 220 underdog. Yanez is minus 270 favorite, so I like Yanez here. I'm gonna rock with that one, and the over and under on this one is 1.5 rounds, AJ. So it looks like we're both going over on that one. Am I right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, with that being said, man, the over is minus 160, folks, so definitely tune into that one. Next up, my man, in the women's flyweight division, Joanne Wood, number 6 in the division, is fighting number 9, Taila Santos. She is a dark horse, I should say, right? Not a lot of steam on her name, but she's as dangerous as they come. Who do you like here and why?
Man, I really like Taila Santos in this fight, man. We've been high on Taila Santos for quite a long time. She just has amazing ground game, man. That's the biggest thing about her. She's very, very strong. Was able to control an absolute G in Roxanne Modafferi. And with the style that she has fighting, it's almost a kryptonite to Joanne Wood, who's very much one of those Muay Thai strikers, good in the clinch. But once Taila Santos gets her hands on you, is able to get that ground game working. I think it's going to be a hard uphill battle for Joanne Wood going forward. I'm rocking with Taila Santos, and I'm going by decision on this one. I'm rocking long term. I think it's going to be a fun fight either way, but Taila Santos by decision. What about you, Derick?
Yeah, man, I think I'm going to rock Taila Santos by decision here as well. We saw what she did against Roxanne Modafferi in her last fight. It was very impressive. Her ground game is legit. The top control is legit. The ground and pound is legit. And on the feet, man, she has big bombs. Needs a little head movement, but she throws big bombs with those hands. She got good kicks. Joanne Calderwood is all about the clinch, about the Muay Thai, but I say the clinch is just one step away from being taken down and having your back flat on the mat, and you don't want that against Taila Santos. I'm rocking with youth here. I'm rocking with the dark horse. And Taila Santos, 4-1 in her last 5, man. Wins over Molly McCann, Jillian Robertson, and Roxanne Modafferi on this 3-fight win streak. So I'm going to rock with her. You said decision. I'm going decision. The over-under is 2.5 rounds, and it is minus 325 for the over. So I think we're going to rock there. Sounds about good on that one, AJ. Listen, man. Rani Yahya versus Kyung Ho Kang, Mr. Perfect, man. This is a grappling match awaiting. This is like going to a jiu-jitsu tournament or something like that. This is going to be fun, very fun. But Kang has a little better stand-up and a little better wrestling than Yaya. Yaya is just a dangerous man when it comes to the submissions. Always dangerous off of his back. Who do you like on this one, my man? A washing machine matchup. This is minus 110 a pop. This is basically a pick'em. Who do you like in this one?
Like you said, Derick, a wash machine match coming forward on this one. I like Kyung Ho Kang personally, just because he's a little bit better on the feet. Yaya uses his striking to basically just set up his takedowns, accepts that ground position because he's very, very strict. The one note I have on Yaya is he's basically a master on the ground. Yeah. This dude, the second his back hits that mat, he's throwing him submissions, hunting submissions all day long. Kyung Ho Kang, very long, lanky, very aggressive, maintains that top pressure. And we have a top pressure fighter versus a bottom pressure submission fighter. It's going to be interesting to see how this one unfolds. Yeah. I think Kyung Ho Kang is a little bit better on the feet, to be honest. Possesses a little bit more techniques going out there, a little more tools in his tool belt. So I'm going Kyung Ho Kang by decision. What about you, Derick?
Yeah, man, I have to agree with the sentiment. I think Rani Yahya is so dangerous off of his back, as always. He's always throwing up submissions. The man has 21 submission wins in his career. Like, he's the last of the dying breed of the Damian Maias, those Brazilian fighters. But Kyung Ho Kang has that top control, heavy top control. He's able to if he's able to control Yahya, control the hips, and just lay on him for 3 rounds, whether it's just a little ground and pound in there, it's going to be a win. If it goes to the stand-up, I think he has much better stand-up than Yahya. I think he's a little more well-rounded overall. And at the end of the day here, man, Kyung Ho Kang, he's not forcing the action. He's willing to be patient and be composed in his fight style. So I like Kyung Ho Kang. I'm going decision win right there. And over under is 2.5 rounds, minus 140 for the over. So it looks like we're both in consensus right there, AJ. Co-main event, my man, Michael Chiesa, the Maverick versus Sean Brady, man. This is a dark horse, another one who is going to be uphill battle for Chiesa, but he is taller, he is longer. But Sean Brady is 14-0. He's undefeated, and he's a very dangerous wrestler, / boxer, / kickboxer, / whatever you want to call it, my man. Where are you going on that one?
Man, I'm rocking with Sean Brady on this one. I like him a lot. Don't get me wrong. This is a very close fight. Michael Chiesa is right there. Very, very dangerous. I can easily see Chiesa winning this fight, but I'm rocking with Brady, man. I think he's very underrated on the ground. Looks like a boxer, very powerful. Coming out of Philly, a lot of people got this dude's back, and I'm rocking with him too. I'm going Sean Brady by decision. I think it's going to be a long night for both these men. It's going to be a good fight. Who you rocking with and why?
I have to go with Sean Brady on this one, man. I'm a big fan of Michael Chiesa. After his last loss to Vicente Luque, man, you can't write the man off. Vicente Luque is right there in that title mix, in that title, conversation. But at the end of the day, at his best, Michael Chiesa is a grinder, but so is Sean Brady, my man. And Sean Brady can get it done on the feet. He has a fantastic, immaculate, beautiful left hook, check left hook, man. It's money all day long. And Chiesa's going to have to be careful, but his stand-up is improved too, man. So like you said, I would not be surprised to see Michael Chiesa win this fight, but you have to take the minus money on this one. Minus 60 for Sean Brady, 14-0. I think he could pick up another big win. He is a little bit of, like I said, a height disadvantage, a reach disadvantage for this one. Chiesa is the bigger man, but Sean Brady is a BJJ black belt. I mean, don't get me wrong, so is Michael Chiesa. I'm pretty positive. But listen, man, fast hand, solid use of the calf kicks. It's going to be a fun one. I got Sean Brady, decision. Over under is 2.5, minus 105 for the over. So looks like that's what it is on this one. And then lastly, AJ, main event. Ketlen Vieira, number 7 in the bantamweight division versus the former bantamweight champion and number 8, Miesha Tate, cupcake over there, man. This could be a fun one. Both of these fighters have great ground games. Tate is definitely the better striker overall in terms of being technical, popping off the jab, all that. Ketlen Vieira has more power. However, someone has to win. Who do you see winning and why?
I'm rocking with Cupcake Tate on this one, Derick, and I'm going by decision too. I think this one's going to be a very hard fight for both fighters on this one. Yeah. I just think Tate is a little bit more well-rounded, like better on the hands. We saw that improvement going forward, but also she has a lot more tools to pull from because she's training all around town, not necessarily just at one gym. Where Ketlen Vieira, we saw in the last fight against Yana Kunitskaya, yeah, she's able to get those takedowns, but Jan had the technique to get that reversal, and then Ketlen really accepted that bottom position where it lost her the fight in the judge's eyes. I think it's going to be the same kind of thing, man. If Tate's able to get that reversal, get things going, it's going to be a hard optically for the judges not to choose her to win. I was surprised last time when I didn't go with Tate. I'm rocking with the cupcake on this one, and like I said, I'm going by decision. What about you, Derick?
Right on. Well, I'm gonna have to go contrary on this one. I'm rocking with Ketlen Vieira. She's bigger. I think she's stronger than Miesha Tate. She doesn't have that same chiseled six-pack, man, but she is a beast in that cage. She has one game plan. It's to walk forward, clinch you up, take you to the ground, control you on top. If she does go to her back because she does get taken down, she's throwing up submissions all day long. And Miesha Tate, though, she is very experienced, man. This is going to be a different test. Marion Renault, she was an interesting fight for her first comeback for Miesha Tate, but Renault was hesitant. That was her retirement fight. A lot of emotions mixed up in there. Ketlen Vieira, she's coming off of a loss to Yana Kunitskaya, and I think she wants vengeance. I think she's coming for blood right here. So let's not forget, Vieira missed weight in her last fight at 138 pounds at the 135-pound limit. So cardio is going to be a question, all that good stuff. At the end of the day on this one, though, man, I just think Vieira's power and her frame is going to be a little too much for Miesha Tate. And don't get me wrong, I could see Tate winning this fight totally, but I have to go risk it for the biscuit. If I want to get the dub, if I want to win the week, I'm going Ketlen Vieira. I'm going submission, any submission, triangle, omoplata, rear naked choke, whatever, round 4, early round 4. Over-under is 4.5 rounds. So I'm hitting the under on that one at plus 125. But for AJ, if you go in decision, it's going to be minus 155 for that over. So I'm going under. He's going over. I'm going Vieira. He's going Tate. And that is the 5 main card fights that we have on UFC Vegas 43, folks. So I will say once again, man, the video got lost in the sauce. We do apologize for that. We put our hearts into this one, man. A whole hour and a half wasted on our ends. Goddamn. But it's okay because we right here will give you the very short version. Let's just knock it out the park. AJ, fight of the night. Who you got on this one?
Man, fight of the night, I'm going Tucker Lutz versus Pat Sabatini. This is a sleeper we talked about before, but it got lost.
Yeah.
Didn't talk about in this one, but this one deserves some attention. This one deserves some eyes. It's the main event of the prelim fight. It's going to be a banger up and down. These dudes are going to bring it. I got Tucker Lutz versus Pat Sabatini for the fight of the night. What about you, Derick?
All right, well, it's bold for the featured prelim, man, but I'm going the first fight of the main card. Adrian Yanez versus the dangerous one, Davey Grant, man. Listen, it's fireworks written all over it. 2 stand-up artists who can get the job done, who can knock each other out. It's going to be back and forth. Lots of blood, I think, is going to be spilled in this one. That is unless Davey Grant decides to just wrestle the whole fight, which never really happens in a Davey Grant fight. That's why he is the dangerous one. But at the end of the day, I'm going Yanez Grant. He is going, say it again, brother. Who was yours again? Pat Sabatini?
Tucker Lutz versus Pat Sabatini.
That's right. So that's the fight of the night. We gave you some sleepers. We gave you the main card picks, the whole 9. Folks, Mondays and Fridays at 8 a.m. You know what time it is. Next time, we're going to be sure to lock down the video. It's going to be there, but in the meantime, since we had to double up on this one, make sure we leave you with something. I just want to suggest, as always, drop a like, subscribe, hit us up on Instagram at Bloody Water Podcast, on Twitter at Bloody Water Pod, or hit up our website at Bloody Water Podcast. But currently, we're at about like 283 subscribers, almost to 300. We appreciate you guys, as always, man. There would be no us without y'all. So listen, have fun, enjoy the fights this weekend. Nice matinee card in the afternoon, and don't forget, folks, we're fighting for one thing right here towards the end of the year. And it's this gold right here, you dig? The Bloody Water Podcast 2021 Undisputed Championship. There we go. Move it up a little closer so y'all can see it. And if you're listening at home, folks, it's a nice, heavy little 6-pound piece of gold. Got the Bloody Water Podcast logo, 2021 Undisputed Champion. It's beautiful. I want to be hanging it up in my wall so it'll be right here every single time that y'all tune in. But AJ needs that thing too, man. So we fighting hard. The lead is uncomfortably getting tighter for me. 126 and 89 MI, 111, 104 for AJ. Folks, we still got a lot of time here, so I'm just going to say thank you for rocking with us in our head-to-head tournament. We've been doing it all year long, and that gives us a little incentive, man. So, AJ, what's your last words for the people?
Man, like you said, Derick, we're that close to 300, and there would be no us without y'all. I love all the support y'all give. It's crazy. I love seeing all the comments, the likes, the algorithm boosts us up. You already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I don't know if you could hear it, but I got some asshole out there with a leaf blower going crazy. So he's even liking it too. You know, he's trying to get in the show himself.
That's right.
So check it out. We love y'all. We love the support. Hit us in the comments. Hit us on Instagram. You know where to find us. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we capping this one off. Nice little 15-minute video, man. But next time, right here on the post show, breaking it all down back to our hour and 20-minute normal scheduled runtime, folks. Appreciate you as always. Until next time, folks. Peace.